such a lover, you secretary. Hello. Hi guys. I'm gonna be doing something new since my book is gonna be being released within the next month, maybe less the next few weeks. I want to just start sharing some of my writing, some of the things that's been on my heart. Yeah, to kind of, give you guys just a taste of my writing style and let you be the judge on how I'm coming along. But particularly for the month of April, it's National Poetry Month. So I definitely wanted to release some poetry. In this upcoming book project, there are some poems, there's some poetry mixed in with short stories. And I don't consider myself a poet, but I do express myself through poetry at times. I'm taking a workshop with New York City Writing Workshop, and they actually gave us a writing prompt last week, and this writing prompt stirred up this poem that I wrote. I'm gonna turn the music down, so Alexa, pause. So I'm gonna read to you guys the writing prompt, and then I will share my response. The writing prompt was, how do you make yourself at home on this soil? What do you name yourself in order to do that? And what is your mythology that you embody? How do you craft that story in order to make it so? So I'm going to share with you guys what bubbled up in my heart in response to those questions. And you can ignore my cat if he gets in this video. I am called his. I have always been, always was, always will be his. He who is really not a his, but the language is limiting, the vocabulary is short, so we will use this faulty pronoun. My definition of myself could never stand alone. For a while there, I admit, I was comfortable, but in recent years realized I am not at home. I was torn away from my eternal state some nearly 40 years ago, dressed in skin of darkness while the inside of me beamed with light. My little feet used to run playfully, but then soon became pillars of flight. I ran my hardest on this race, but inevitably ran out of steam. I found myself in a puddle of sadness, vacuumed of my previous zealousness. Passion and purpose let out like a balloon and sailed furiously away on shores of grief and trauma. I am not at home. I do somehow find passion and joy through my writing, though. These books he, his, has given me as companions along a journey whipped with sorrow. I do somehow find happiness in partnering with small business owners, educating my community, being a vessel of financial literacy. But I am still not at home. I talk to my friends who are also pilgrims in a foreign land, and we discuss eternal truths. He, his, has given me them for companionship, and even though they have served as faithful, deep, sturdy roots, I am still not at home. I know I'm not at home because I'm told my skin is too dark by my own people who evolved from African tribes, same as me, but because of slavery, we lost our identity and then cursed each other for doing so. Even though none of us could have held on to it if we had dared to try, there were too many whips and chains that threatened to take our very lives. We are not at home. Humanity did not just originate in Africa, though, but from the very breath of the Eternal One. I know this because the Source's voice has sang love songs so loudly over my life, pouring out as smoothly as silk and unfolding its revealing as in a well-written novel. I now long for home. I walk each day purposefully on unsure footing, blindfolded by the unknown future, but catching glimpses when I cast a stare into my own heart. Eternity is written there. I can now see home. When I open the eyes of my heart, I am there. When I think of my mother, I am there. When I pray on my knees, I am there. When I read eternal words that are older than thousands of years, but still so relevant to my everyday and teach me the path of life for my feet to tread upon the serpent and victoriously climb over mountains, I am there. I am home. He, his, is my home. He, his, is with me, and therefore, I am always at home. Thanks for listening, guys. Happy Poetry Month.